Yes, it is I, the one and only Boxingego. We working, man. You know what we do? We make sure we do the hard work first, so the rest of the work, what's left, is that easy work. I'm gonna wait for some people to join. We're gonna get into this subject, man. Salty McGregor fans incoming. I'm well rested and fully prepared for it. We back at it. Ego Army. This is what we do. We talk this good old boxing. Man, you still going in on Mac? LOL. You still tuned into the stream. So as long as there's an audience, let me work. Let me work. Let this bitch breathe. Ego Mafia, Ego Army. We in the building. Let's go. Let's get it. Easy work. It's some easy ass work. Let's go. When it comes to boxing reporting, I'm feeling like Canelo. It's my era. Me Etta. Yeah. Canelo looking ready. Okay. Me Etta. It's my Etta. The Boxingego Etta. So it said, Ego feeling real bulletproof in this motherfucker. Hey, yo, Drake, you gotta be feeling real bulletproof in this motherfucker. Motherfucking hat is bulletproof, Nick. You gotta do something, baby. Somebody said lame, but guess what stream you are in? My stream. So if I'm lame, then what does that make you? Yeah. Yeah, you're big. This is lame, but you clicked on it. Get your lame ass out of here. You in my stream. This is my world. The Ego, the ultimate breakdown king. I like that. You dig. Okay, we have over 100 people on the stream. So I told you what I'm gonna do. Even though we have a good amount of people right now. You know, impromptu streams, it don't matter. We still put up numbers. Now, I told you what I was gonna do at the beginning and the end of the stream. Ego, you the man, thank you. What we're gonna do is, when I say roll call, y'all bang where you from. Let me know where you from. I don't care where around the planet you are, but when we say roll call, y'all do that roll call and tell me where you from. I'm in the Bay Area. Roll call, let me know where you from. What state, what city, what area code. Rep that. California, North Carolina, Detroit, Brooklyn, okay, Jersey, Chicago, NYC, I see y'all, London, Cincinnati, Texas, Fort Worth, Bronx, San Diego, Amsterdam, yes, Cincinnati, LBC, that's Long Beach, Florida, Boston, Milwaukee, Omaha, London, Ireland, shout out to Ireland, Montreal, South Dallas, Richmond, what? Richmond, California? Philadelphia, Alabama, Arizona, Kansas City, 702, that's Las Vegas, I'm always there. Sacktown, 916, I see you. Baltimore, Kingston, Jamaica, book. We gotta do one for Kingston, Jamaica. I need to go to Jamaica. ATL, Sacramento, Macramento, ATL. Someone said they want me to do the Roy Jones voice for the whole stream. Y'all gotta pay me if y'all want. Didn't I just say that? Y'all gotta pay me if you want me to do the Roy Jones. South Central, Oklahoma, Tijuana, shout out to Mexico, Uruguay, wow. All right, now we did the roll call. Japan, shout out to Japan. All right, now let's get into the stream. We got some people watching. We watching Northern Ireland. Let's talk about this whole this brain trauma, because a lot of y'all listen. Okay, this is a credible Alexa ranked website, and they said doctor says Conor McGregor suffered mild traumatic brain injury and TKO loss to Mayweather, right? Just posted. And then 50 Cent reposted. Let me break it down in case you guys are just joining the stream, in case you haven't checked the last video that I posted. We're going to explain this. Now, see, me, I'm not, I guess you could say I'm a millennial, but I feel like I'm in a different generation. Like, I don't listen to this mumble rap. I've always felt like an old soul. You know what I mean? A lot of what people do nowadays, I'm not really into. My mentors, like people I look up to, were always older than me, or people who passed away, like, you know what I mean, Bruce Lee and icons and stuff. So, bottom line is this. I don't just report on something without trying my best to do the fact checks, you know what I mean, to research it. And let me break it down, because some of y'all just read captions and headlines but don't read it. I actually read the whole article, and I'm gonna give you my synopsis, if you will. Ego putting out some bullshit, but you on the stream. Moving on. Listen. Yeah, see, what y'all, this what y'all won't do to me, because I've been doing this far too long. See, this is what happens. Okay, like, somebody writes an article, and there's multiple articles on this topic, right? And they say, oh, Ego, you're fake news, because I'm actually a live person. I'm live, direct, in the flesh. So they gonna say I'm fake news. But you didn't, y'all motherfuckers didn't say nothing to Jesse Holland, because you don't know who that is. And he's the one that penned the article. And he's quoting and citing another article from tonic.vice.com. You see how that works? So Jesse Holland, September 1st, he could write the article, and he's telling you the same thing. But yet when I talk about it, I'm fake news. I'm putting out bullshit. Why didn't y'all say nothing to my man Jesse Holland? Because you don't know who that is. You know who I am. And that's the difference with, like, somebody like me, like a vlogger or voice, versus like a print media. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna work like that. You know what I mean? Oh, you're fake news, man. How am I fake news? This shit don't offend me, because these Google, YouTube checks, believe that those are all too real. So y'all could call me fake, whatever, but we just going in today, because that's what we do. I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying? How am I fake news? And I'm citing my source. I'm telling you where I got this information from, right? And y'all ain't say shit on the article, because I was there. I ain't seen nothing about no comments in the comments saying, oh yeah, you're fake. So you ain't telling the people who wrote the article where I got the information, they A-okay. But y'all want to use me as a scapegoat. It don't work like that. So we gonna break this down. We gonna break it down. See, we like to add insult to injury. Former ringside doctor, ref stopped Mayweather versus McGregor due to signs of traumatic brain injury. Right? Another writer. Why y'all say nothing to Zane Simon? This is SB Nation, Bloody Elbow. They have a popular website, right? We could do this all day, man. We could do this all day. Should we continue? Okay. The Independent, Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather stopped due to, quote, mild traumatic brain injury. Look, there's the mild traumatic. So, now that we got the actual factuals out, what's this whole fake news? How you gonna say I'm fake? Everybody's talking about this. Oh, y'all want to continue? TotalProSports.com report: doctor believes Conor McGregor suffered brain trauma in Mayweather fight. Look, and that's the picture they use. Shout out to Ricardo Gonzalez, $2. Let it go, Ego. Let's talk boxing. This is boxing. This is the mild traumatic brain talk in boxing. And there ain't no let it go. You know what I'm saying? And just because you donate super chat that don't mean nothing. That you think you could pay me off? If I want to talk about whatever I want to talk about, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a video about it and I'm gonna talk about it. And if you don't like it, then there's red flags to what the video will be about. That's what they tried to do. They tried to shut you up. Okay, move on. That fight was so last week. But if Mayweather got knocked out, y'all motherfuckers would want to talk about that until 2019. This is new media. This is the new era. You guys got to deal with it. That's what it is. And people want to always shut you up. Okay, who cares? Just move on. No, we ain't moving on. We're going to keep talking about this. As long as there's current news, then we're going to talk about it. Or as long as I see fit on the channel. If you don't like it, and see, this is the thing. I check my analytics all the time, and I would show you if I could show you, but it's really none of your business. And there's certain things you can't show, but my channel is growing. So if people didn't like what I was talking about, then the numbers should be taking a huge decline. So we know that not to be the truth. Bottom line is, a lot of y'all Conor McGregor fans, you want me to move on because you're radical diehard fans, which is cool. But that's why you want me to move on. You want me to move on because you're done with the subject. But like I said, if Floyd got knocked out, you wouldn't be done with it. So we're gonna talk our talk. Do the Shmoney Dance, Bossman 510. Damn, he just dropped a dub, $20 to the super chat. And it says, I'm a combat veteran who survived 2 explosions. Second was in 2013, which ended my military career. I spent 4 years in and out of TBI clinics because I suffered TBI. With a CSF leak, no major MMA news source is giving this doc any ink. I just showed you one that was. I just showed you SB Nation. What are you talking about? MMA Mania? Listen, see, okay, let me explain what's going on. But anyway, just to rebuttal that. See, new media, we don't just say this. Doctor, Conor McGregor suffered mild traumatic brain injury in TKO loss. MMA Mania. I've gotten information. That's through SB Nation. I've seen information on there before, right? So how you saying nobody's giving them any ink? Bloody elbow. They're talking about it. So I disagree. I disagree heavily. There are popular MMA sites that are talking. Maybe Ariel Helwani or MMA Fighting particularly haven't talked about it yet. But once it gets big enough, maybe they'll be forced to talk about it, or maybe they'll talk about it. And it is what it is. Yeah, they want to brush this under the rug. Of course they do. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why you're not hearing it on bjpin.com or whatever website you're referring to, is because some people wait till it catches fire to the point where they absolutely have to talk about it. Listen, let me because there's a lot of people who have misconceptions. The thing is, this is what the thing is. The doctor is a retired ringside physician, so he's giving his honest assessment. So it's not like, just for clarification purposes, again, some people don't read, they just see headlines, so I'm going to do my best to explain. So it's a former approved ringside physician, so he's been a doctor in combat sports. They have pictures and stuff. And after Mayweather McGregor, he wasn't the particular ringside physician. Be clear on that. So he wasn't the one with the little flashlight, like, Conor, look here, how many fingers am I? He wasn't the one doing that. But he's still someone in the field who's giving his assessment. And he says, all of my brothers and sisters with ARP, which is like the ringside physician group or whatever organization, he says they would probably agree with that stoppage because Conor was taking too many right hands and basically too many shots up top. That's his professional assessment. Now, just because you retire doesn't mean you lose all of your knowledge. Plus, anyone who knows the medical field, medical science, to become a doctor, it takes years of training and practice. They don't just hand out doctorates and like let you become a doctor with no experience. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. So the bottom line is this: who do you think, even though he wasn't the doctor for the particular fight, right? Who would you trust? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get sick and go to what's that the Google, when you Google WebMD, what's the shit when you get sick? You're like, man, what is this fucking white bump on my tongue or something, you know what I'm saying? And then you try to Google it and you go to that WebMD. So that's my whole point. People will trust WebMD when it comes, yeah, WebMD, exactly. People will trust WebMD when they have symptoms. Like, I just vomited and the shit was green. What does this mean? You know what I mean? And they'll go to WebMD to see, like, man, I just threw up and it was green. What causes that, right? But now all of a sudden, a retired doctor, people want to, oh, this is fake news. This holds no weight. He's a doctor. He's a doctor, is a doctor, is a doctor. And like I said, you could retire and that doesn't change years of practice and years of schooling at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just forget, you automatically forget the knowledge. It don't work like that. You know what I mean? And he's giving his professional, expert opinion on something. So let me get this straight, since some of y'all are saying, oh, this is fake news and all this, because he gave his professional opinion. So I'm a YouTuber, right? Full time. This is what I do. You can ask anybody, right? I don't work another job. I YouTube. So let's say you got shot in the leg and it was that ringside physician who was a doctor or ego. Who you gonna come to see how you can stop the bleeding? Are you gonna be like, ego, what do I do? I got shot in the leg. Or you gonna go to that ringside physician? Because if you go to me, you might end up being an amputee, because I don't know what the fuck is happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a doctor. So that's my whole point. Now all of a sudden people are acting like, someone said you sell weed, and guess what you do? You get blocked because you just talking stupid shit. Sell weed? I don't have to sell weed. I get paid off YouTube, and that's sufficient for my lifestyle. So anyway, blocked. I'm saying stupid shit. You don't even, you know what I'm saying? And majority of y'all don't know me on a personal level. Like, have my phone number, ever hung out with me. Do the Shmutty dance. Reality fallacy, $10. Thank you. $10 super chat that was donated. I say it's fake too, and we throw McGregor in there with the winner of Triple G versus Canelo. That, I don't want to see that, because like I said, if Brittle hands Floyd is knocking you out, Triple G and Canelo are fighting at 160. I'm not trying to see that, because these are all professionals in the boxing world. And like I said, y'all can say it's fake, but at the end of the day, to me, it's faker to not trust a ringside physician and doctor, but you who have no medical expertise, and if you do, show proof, show receipts, and we're supposed to trust your opinion. And then let me explain something. Let me drink this water first. Listen, I'm no doctor, but I will say this. I think, make sure so I can finish this thought, we need to be at 100 likes, based on we have 245 people. Hit the like button. If you're in the stream, you enjoy good boxing talk, some live streams, the effort, make sure you guys hit the like button. We should probably be triple digits, just like this California heat. 100 degrees or better, 100 likes or better. Now, damn, we got there quick. Y'all stupid. So let me explain this. What's getting blown out of proportion is this. It's getting blown out of proportion because it says mild traumatic brain injury. Some of y'all, I think it's fake. You think it's fake because you probably didn't read the article, for starters. And second, you're thinking the worst. Like, if you really have comprehension skills, the doctor is not saying that Conor can never fight again, or he's like a vegetable. Let's be clear on that. Nobody's saying Conor can't scrap or he's brain dead or anything that extreme. He's saying that fatigue doesn't cause how Conor was acting. It's very simple. Like, I think people are getting offended with the doctor's professional opinion and perspective because they think it's meaning Conor is a bum, or he can't fight, or he's a vegetable and he's permanently brain dead, or he'll never be able to fight. That's not. That's why it says mild Do you guys understand what fucking mild means? If you go to a salsa bar or Mexican restaurant and they have a salsa bar and the fucking, it says picante and it says hot, caliente, and then it says medium and it says mild. Do you guys understand what mild salsa would be? Right? Meaning it's not as hot as these other motherfuckers. The caliente and the ones with peppers and pictures of the sun. That's what mild means. It's mild. Like, nobody's saying that, like, you guys are doing too much. Like, nobody's saying Conor McGregor is like, you know what I mean, can never fight again. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to make a joke, but like Pritchard Colon or Magomed Abdusalamov, who fought Mike Perez, nobody's saying it's that type of circumstance. Even like Nick Blackwell, Daniel Frankel, I don't think that's what the doctor is alluding to. And if you read the article, it doesn't sound like that's what he's alluding to. He's just saying basically fatigue does not cause how McGregor was stumbling about, uncoordinated, loss of coordination, loss of balance, dizziness. That's not caused by just pure fatigue. He's saying that's like symptoms of someone being concussed, somebody who's being hurt, somebody who's taking shots to the head. And that's what I'm saying. People are, ooh, no, because they don't want to give Floyd credit and stuff like that. But we're going to break this down even more. And if you don't like it, then you shouldn't be in the stream. But the human, I can assure you this, the human body is built for certain things. Like, let's say a female's body. And I'm, like I said, I'm no doctor, but I do know enough, right? A woman's body is built for childbirth, or to be, not like everyone has to have a child if you're a woman, but what I mean is it's set up to be able to handle 9 months of additional stress, or another like an embryo, a baby living inside of you. That, you know what I mean, that's some of the rawest, most basic forms of like anatomy. Same thing with the human skull. The human skull is not equipped to deal, it's not meant for taking hard hits and impact and blunt force trauma, things like that. One of my favorite shows is Forensic Files, and you see some people get murdered and stuff like that, and when they assign why they died, they got hit with the fucking crowbar. Your brain's not equipped to deal with that. Punches are no different. That's why do you think fighters, if they were to fight like a street, their fists are legal weapons? That's why, you know what I mean, they have to really watch what they do in the streets, because they're like basically registered weapons, right? So it's not inconceivable what the doctor is saying, that if you take excess punches, your brain shifts. You know what I mean? The brain can swell. That's why people have leaks and brain bleeds from punches, because it's like your brain's already sensitive to the hits, and then it takes more and more and more. You know what I mean? It's not built for that. It's not equipped for that. And I think that's what the doctor is saying. But again, it didn't go on for 2-3 more rounds like that, which is a good thing, because that's what he's kind of alluding to. Had it kept going on, that's when it could have got more severe. So again, nobody's saying Floyd is this Ivan Drago, he's Apollo Creeded, or Conor, or he can't fight again. It's nothing like that. But all y'all motherfuckers, hold on, new media, all y'all people who are saying this, that, and the third, again, I know, like I said, I know what the doctor is saying, because I read the article, and it's very common sense. But anyway, this is what we do on new media. I'm gonna show y'all. It's not just about talking. SB Nation, Midnight Mania. Conor McGregor suspended 2 months after Floyd Mayweather beating, right? Suspended. Oh, y'all don't believe it? Okay. Y'all don't want to trust SB Nation? Okay. We'll trust ESPN. What about ESPN? Y'all don't trust them either? They lying? Conor McGregor issued 2-month medical suspension after TKO for this fight. The Nevada State Athletic Commission has issued a 2-month medical suspension to Conor McGregor after his TKO loss to Floyd Mayweather. Why is this shit too easy? This shit is too easy for me. Thank you for the super chats. Everybody that donated, everybody that commented. So, let me get this straight. Why would the Nevada State Athletic Commission, who even when Conor's fighting in the UFC, are in charge of his fights in this boxing spectacle, they were in charge of the fight, why are they issuing a 2-month suspension? Because it is a precaution when fighters take that many shots upstairs. They have to give them a timepiece because certain things can show up when, if you have like a brain scan, right? CAT scan, certain things can show up like leaks and stuff like that. So they want to be able to monitor you. You go to the doctor, you have your post-fight medicals and your checkups, and they want to make sure that everything is okay from the accumulation punishment that you endured. So it's a precaution. You know what I mean? It's like if someone breaks their arm, you have to go through a rehab process. You don't just, okay, your arm is the break is healed, so now all of a sudden you can start like throwing punches full velocity. No, it's a process. And that's the process when you get knocked out. It's a precaution. You know what I mean? And so and I've seen like one of the great movies it's a documentary. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show you. See, like I said, I'm not just telling you this shit. I'm gonna show y'all. I don't just like some of y'all aren't well versed. Like shout out to Ty Lopez, man, because he's up my alley. Whether you like him or not, he's up my alley in terms of like he's pretty well informed. You could tell he reads. You could tell he's up to date with current events. That's what some of y'all got to do. But anyway, this is a documentary, one of my favorite boxing documentaries. It's called Ring of Fire. I have this. I own this. The Emil Griffith story, right? Check this out. Can one man ever forget? Will one family ever forgive? Right? Check this out. Great documentary. Now, I own the documentary. In case you didn't know, Emil Griffith was a very talented fighter. There's a plot twist at the end, but I don't want to give it away in case you guys actually want to watch it. I want you guys to discover it for yourself. But in this particular documentary, what I can give away, which is not too much of a spoiler, is in Ring of Fire, in this documentary, is he killed a man. He killed a man in the ring. He fought him and he killed him. Ray Robinson too. Ray Robinson had an epiphany that he killed someone in the ring, or his opponent, and he didn't want to fight. He was like, nah, I don't want to fight this dude because I had this dream. And then they're like, oh, you're just tripping. And then he did it and he really killed the dude. But Emil Griffith, watch that documentary. He killed someone. Now I would say majority of the issues, and trust me, I'm not an idiot like some of y'all. I'm not saying Conor's dying and Conor's dead. Like, it's not the fucking, what's that movie where they would call 7 days? I'm not saying nothing like that. I mean, I wish Conor the best. I think he'll be straight. But what I am saying is, if you look at those situations, majority of the times, the person, it's like they died later. They don't die in the ring. Like, that's some Rocky IV movie shit where Apollo Creed literally died in the ring and he just, you know what I mean, he was just completely dead. That's not how it works majority of the times. What is the movie called? Where they're like 7 days and then just hung up. What the fuck? Most of the time people die in the hospital after the fact. Like they're like after the fight they're still feeling like woozy and spilling around, and then they go in the hospital and get checked in, and then they die. You know what I mean? So it's a precaution for Conor McGregor. And I know a lot of people are mad and angry. Oh, The Ring, that was the movie. Yeah, that was The Ring. 7 days. A lot of people are mad and angry. But like I said, new media, you got to listen to who's saying what. Because most of the people, because I have a channel. I have a popular channel. Whether you guys like it or not, that's the fact. I have a popular Instagram too. Do you want me to show you? I can show you, because that's what we do with new media. You know what I mean? Like from boxing, from covering boxing, 72,000 followers. And I didn't, this is all organic. I didn't buy no followers, because it don't make sense to buy followers and buy subscribers, because why should I spend money to ultimately make money? You know what I mean? So the bottom line is this. I'm not saying that to brag or gloat. I'm just saying I have a popular platforms, and I see the same people, and I see what they said beforehand, and I'm seeing what they're saying now, and it's not adding up. Oh, we got some super chats. Y'all feeling the talk today. Okay. WJ Luckett, $5 super chat. Shmoney Dance. It said, now haters are really going to be using the excuse that Floyd was using PEDs. LOL. Keep up the great work. Yeah, I know. I've seen that too. Some of y'all are idiots. Because a motherfucker, especially someone who's a professional athlete, is in shape, that doesn't mean they're on PEDs. And y'all don't even wait for failed medical tests or a history of failing medical tests, and you just say oh, he has a six-pack. He's on PEDs. I can tell. They're saying Canelo's on PEDs right now. It's almost like 100% steroid. Canelo's always had a big ass pit bull type neck and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound crazy. Anyway, we got some shmoney dances to do. Jesse Ping, $30. Wow. $30 super chat. It's real out here. $30. And Jesse says, Ego, you are my #1 boxing source. I watch all your videos, but you waste too much damn time talking about dumbass haters and trying to dispute everything people say. Just do what you're best at, is talk boxing, bro. Now, I appreciate that, but I gotta do me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, again, if certain videos aren't for you, then you don't have to watch them. If you don't like you can press fast forward. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the feedback. But like I said, we're talking boxing, and I'm not. The thing is to rebuttal what you say, because I don't. Like, I can take constructive criticism. Like, you didn't come at me like no crazy asshole or name calling and stuff. So I respect that. If people have constructive criticism, their personal taste, that's respectable, because it's just like, let's say we all wanted to order a pizza. We're not going to all agree on the toppings. This motherfucker want Hawaiian. Somebody else like meat lovers. The other person doesn't eat meat. You know what I mean? They're vegetarian or something. They want a cheese pizza or whatever the situation is. So I get that and I respect that. But like I said, I got to do me, and I got to address as I see fit. And the thing is, I disagree. I don't waste time, because if I was wasting time, then I wouldn't be able to cover the fights. I went to back-to-back fights. I was at Crawford and Dongo. I went to Mayweather, McGregor, back-to-back weeks, and I still flooded y'all with content. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not wasting time. If I didn't have time to do something, then I simply wouldn't do it. So I don't feel, if you look at my channel, you look at the workflow, you look at the amount of videos, I'm not wasting time, because at the end of the day, I'm doing what I know I can do. You know what I mean? I'm still hitting you guys with the news. I'm still hitting you guys with just the different content. And that's just what it is. If I was wasting my time, then it means I would be focusing on haters and all this shit, but I wouldn't be getting my other stuff done, and that's simply just not the case. We got another shmoney dance. Reality Fallacy donated another $10. It says, Max Kellerman said the fighters that aren't hard hitting, knockout punchers can hurt you the most. I don't remember when he said that, but that's solid. Yeah, I mean, like, please, if someone said that, if someone tried to buy Ego, please don't think that just because you donate a super chat that it's going to suppress the message. I mean, I wouldn't, like, I'm full disclosure, I don't want anyone to waste their money. So if they think that they're going to be able to pay a super chat to shut me up, you can't bribe me. Like, you know what I mean? I got to talk about what the fans want to talk about. What I feel in my heart is something I want to talk about. Things like that. So don't waste your money if you think that, hey, shut up, stop talking. No, it doesn't work like that. But I mean, I appreciate the super chats. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but I really want to address this, because I'm hearing It's always something. It's, like I said, I notice this often with African American fighters. It's always something. They win, awards win, even though Kovalev didn't do none of what he was posting memes about. He didn't do none of what he was saying beforehand. Somehow Ward, the winner, gets thrown under the bus, and he only won because he cheated, and he's son of groin, SOG, nutcracker. Floyd wins. All this stuff that was said before, and we're going to talk about that next. All that's out the window, and now it was a fixed fight, and it was all staged and choreographed, and we all knew. Like, no, it's not. We all knew. I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas for fight week. It was no fucking we all knew to it. Me and you might have known, or you, him, and her, but not everybody knew the outcome of this fight because I was in Vegas. I was on ground zero. Like, just like when they had 9/11. And that's maybe a crazy example, but when they had 9/11, the firefighters and police, they were right there, like helping the people, and the smoke is still like coming down. That I was in ground zero, like, you know what I mean, of this fight. Like, I was in the nucleus of this particular fight, and not every I honestly would say Conor had more fans and more people who were like fuck the Mayweathers and all this, and 49-1, and really thought he was going to win. So don't say like, oh, it's a fixed fight, we all knew, because I was filming, like, so you can see some of it on tape, some of it I didn't film, and people traveled. Like, I met people were traveling from Ireland. I met this girl at Starbucks saying that same shit I told you. Oh, my heart is with Conor, but I really think Floyd was gonna win. You spend all your money because your heart's with somebody. Like, whatever. It's whatever, but not everyone knew it, so don't try to front like all of a sudden like, oh, we all knew. No, we didn't know, because put your bets up before the outcome. Anyway, I'm talking about this because it's something of concern. And like I said, what the people are saying with this doctor shit, Conor can come back. He's like, it's not like a permanent. From where I interpret it, I don't think the doctor is saying this is a permanent, like, you're permanently fucked. Shout out to AJ, do this money dance, $5 super chat. Ego, big fan here. I donate when I can. Bud Crawford got no recognition after Ndongo fight, but Lomachenko is pound for pound. Bullshit. That's a very great point. Somebody said that Terrence Crawford tweeted that he didn't like, he felt under promoted for his ESPN fight, and other fights like Lomachenko and Pacquiao Horn got way better promotion. But I couldn't find the tweet, so I couldn't really talk about it. Yeah, I noticed that, and I know there's a lot of people that get mad, don't want to hear it, but every time an African American fighter wins, particularly, and I'm not saying they're the only ones, because again, I've seen it across the board when anybody, because the boxing has a lot of poor sports, or the fight game in general has a lot of poor sports, but I see a growth in when it's an African American fighter. But this is what I'm telling you guys, and I don't care who gets mad. I don't care if you thumb down the video, because I don't get paid off of likes or dislikes. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't stop me from getting credentialed to fights. That doesn't stop my mission. That doesn't stop anything. So, I mean, do what you do. But everything I say, I can show you. I can prove to you what I'm saying, and I can give you examples. I mean, that's why I do these live streams, so we could talk about it right here and now. You know what I mean? If you say something crazy, then you get blocked. But if you really want to, people, oh, why don't you debate this? I don't have to, because that would be a waste of time. I'm not giving nobody no looks off of my name. You ain't gonna piggyback off my name. But, you know what I mean, we could talk. If you have an intelligent argument and you say, hey, African American fighters, they don't get shitted on after their wins, then I can give you examples that I've noticed, recent examples, old examples of where this has happened. But people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could really take the fight club, Ego Fight Club, to the next level, and really put some money up in an escrow account and really get it to popping. I'll get some of the best debaters for one side, and get some of the best debaters from the other side, and then the winner gets the money out the escrow account. That would be lit. But people, the thing I noticed is a lot of people, they don't ever put their money where their mouth is. They just don't. Like, oh, Conor's gonna beat his ass, and then when it doesn't happen, they don't want to pay you, or they never want to put money up. But it is what it is. Like I said, Conor can continue fighting. Conor seems like a good dude, things of that sort. But all the people, oh, this is fake news. It's a doctor. What? So we should trust you? Just a random YouTuber? You haven't even taken the time in your YouTube career to put up a fucking profile picture. So you have no uploads, you have no profile picture, you haven't even made the time, but I'm supposed to listen to you over somebody who is officiated and has been a ringside physician for combat sports. You know what I mean? But I'm supposed to listen to you, and you can't even take the fucking time out to make a profile picture. You just got that YouTube default purple Darth Vader looking bullshit. You know what I mean? You can't even put a picture of you up. So I'm supposed to assume that you're more detail oriented than an actual fucking doctor who stayed the course and actually completed school. But you can't even complete a fucking YouTube profile picture. You know what I mean? You can't even make an avatar. And listen to none of that shit. And that's what it is with haters, because like I said, I have multiple platforms where I feel like the brand is doing well on. Instagram and YouTube probably being the biggest. But without fail, the people who talk the most shit ain't got shit going on. No profile picture. Their page is private on the Instagram. They have no uploads. They follow 8,346 people and nobody follows them. They got 10 followers. It's just, I've mastered the internet. I've been on here long enough. I've studied the trends and I see them. And it's like the casual, like, the fucking ego. You're the biggest bitch. You're like, you know what I mean? No uploads. You fucking monkeys. No uploads. No views. No profile pictures. I'm talking about by and large. I'm not talking about, I don't talk about any individual, one person. I'm just saying in general. I've been on YouTube too long. I see that. That shit don't faze me. And people be saying stupid shit. This really gets to you. Listen, I'm not trying to big dog nobody, but the fact is, we're encroaching 100,000 subscribers. If I let every negative comment affect me in any way, then I would Kurt Cobain blow my brains out. If you don't have tough skin, you won't last in this business, especially at this level. I got 72,000 people on Instagram. I got 100,000. That's almost 200,000 just from the ground up. So if y'all really think y'all can affect my day-to-day with shit talk or random comment, I don't do shit. Like I said, I would have been Kurt Cobain my shit if comments ruined my whole day. Oh, he called me a fucking monkey. What's this about? I need to take some break off you. Then fuck all that. Fuck the hate, ego, the real deal, pound for pound reporter. Dude is the truth. I'm real, man. Thank you though. I'm real. I don't do all this Candyland bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm a vlogger. You know what I mean? People, oh, ego, you're the biggest bitch, ego. And I'm telling y'all where I'm at. Like, I'm at the fights. I'm showing you. I'm posting pictures of where I'm eating. I'm in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's never that shit. Like I'm a type of person, you speak to me with respect, I speak to you with respect. It's cool, even if we disagree. But this is that internet. That's what happens. You got a couple million views. Do you have copywritten material shit you shouldn't upload? Because I'll do a YouTube channel check right now. Because that's the difference. I don't have other people's shit. I could, man, imagine if I put Mayweather McGregor fight on my page. I already get traffic, so imagine if I put somebody else's shit. So, you know what I mean? Anybody can upload fight footage and get some views off of that. What are you uploading? Oh, he's worth it. See, the other day I didn't have time, but today I got time, cuz. What that white kid say? Today I got time, cut. We got time today. We gonna see what it is. See, I told y'all. You fuck with me? Okay, we gonna see what you looking like. So you got a picture of a monkey. I don't know what that is. Bossman 510. So you got we gonna do a channel review. Okay. Okay, you really like gorillas and monkeys. Nah, it wasn't a joke now that I'm on your page for the world to see. Almost 100,000 people. So you like Planet of the Apes or some shit. Okay. You have 1,000 subscribers. See, look at this. I can already do it. If I'm rating your channel, this is poor. How do you have 1.1 million views, but you only have 1,000 people who felt the need to subscribe? And your channel's been open longer than mine. You've been open since 2007. I haven't even been up that long. And you only have 1,000 subs, huh? How's that work? Okay. Now let's take a look at your video upload. Like I said, let's see if it's copyrighted. Where's your popular upload? Oh, you uploading, oh shit, you uploading Gucci Man shit 8 years ago? Damn, you've been doing this 8 years for 1,000 subscribers? Okay. And I know that Gucci Man didn't give you that. Brr. Brr. I know Gucci Man didn't give you authorization to upload all this shit. See? Damn, you just gonna put hella Gucci Man? I'm gonna call Gucci Man. I got some people out in the ATL. I'm gonna try to get in touch with them, let them know you uploading all this shit. He gonna be like, brr, what the hell, brr? Damn, you really fuck with Gucci. You drinking lemonade? Okay. See, like I said, new media. We don't just say the shit. We talk about it. You get checked. You get challenged. He said, I got a couple million views. Yeah, you got a couple million views off other people's shit. You uploading brr, Gucci Man. Of course. Let me upload fucking Trey songs and your side of the bed. Like, I could upload somebody else's shit too and get views. This is from the ground up. What we do is different. This is totally different. I'm not uploading other people's shit. Imagine if I uploaded Floyd Mayweather All Access on my channel. I get views without uploading that type of shit. Shout out to Jesse paying $20. I appreciate the response, Ego. Just to be clear what I said, I was not knocking your content. You keep my long drives to the office entertaining and informative. LOL. Keep up the good work, bro. Can't wait for the big 100K. Thank you. But like I said, it's all love because we're boxing fans. We're not always going to agree on everything. That's just what it is. We don't always agree on stuff. But if you come at me respectful, you know what I mean? It's not even just about because you did a super chat. It's the fact that you come to me as, like, you know what I mean, like a man. You said your opinion. I can respect that. If you guys ever see me in comment section going back and forth, it's usually a knucklehead who's coming crazy. Oh, look at now, more excuses, just like fight fans. Bossman 510, bro, my shit ain't active. It don't matter. You have other people's content. I'm not active. Well, that's because Gucci Man ain't dropped nothing else for you to rip and upload. Look at you uploading everybody's shit. What? Dick don't fail me now. Ew. What is you on, man? What is this? What happened to Mike Jones? Mike Jones 8004. You uploading shit about dick don't fail me now. I gotta get off, man. I gotta get this out my cookies, man. I don't even want this in my search results. You know what I'm saying? I get a chick or something, she gonna look through my cookies and my history and be like, dick don't fail me now. Ego, what the fuck? I'm off your page. See, that's what happens when you deal with a real one. Dick don't fail me now. That's suspect. I want to refund your super chat. I don't even want it because I don't know where that money's been. Anyway, I'm telling you, see, this is the thing. I'm from the Bay Area. We used to just roast each other, me and my homies. So imagine what I'll do to you. These are people like I grew up with and love and, you know what I mean, have respect for. Boss man, I'm not active, but you was just talking about how you have 1 million subs. And then we do the fact checkers. I took you to CarMax, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at your history and I see, yeah, you got 1 million subs, but you got 1,000 subs. Or you got 1 million views, but you got 1,000 subs. That's not good. That's not a good ratio. And then on top of that, you're uploading Gucci Man. Brr! Of course you're gonna have 1 million because people just want to see Gucci Man's raps or whatever. What's going on? We just doing the CarMax fact check. We looking at people's history. You say you have I got 1 million, because I made a comment earlier about people who hate. A lot of people who hate. I'm talking about, like, name someone who hates, like, that came up from, did it the right way, like me, from the ground up. I'm not uploading a bunch. That's why my account's always in good standing. Knock on wood, you know what I mean? YouTube be tripping, but that's why my account's in good standing, because I know the YouTube community guidelines. For your channel, you just haven't been caught. You know what I'm saying? You just haven't been caught because you posted that shit 8 years ago, so nobody's really tripping off of it. But upload some current shit. YouTube will be on that ass like white on rice, a paper plate, a glass of milk in a snowstorm. Believe that. So once again, back to the haters. The haters, what they do is, like, people don't have profile pictures and uploads and stuff. Name somebody, and if you only have 1,000 subscribers and most of your views came from 8 years ago, you ain't really making no money on this platform. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a thing that's called evergreen content. And if you uploaded something 8 years ago and it spiked and it had high views from 8 years ago, I wasn't even on YouTube 8 years ago, I don't think. You know what I mean? It's gonna taper off. I know YouTube because this is what I do. And then you're gonna post a bunch of monkeys. I don't know what that's about. Caesar. Planet of the Apes, that shit. Anyway, we done with Boss Man. If you speak up, we gonna look into it. We gonna do the fact checkers, the background checks. This is I tell you, new media, it's not just about this. Anybody could do this. Anybody can do that. Even myself. Caesar. You remember when the monkeys would disobey Caesar and Planet Apes? Caesar. He's begging for mercy and shit. No. Caesar. $10 super chat, Boss Man. I'm still here, bro. It was a joke. Like, I always throw them little LOLs at. I never said it was a real channel. Hey, I'm just saying, you brought it up. You said this was your channel. You said this was your channel and you popping, so we gonna research it. Caesar. Don't call me a monkey. As long as that money right. Get that money right. I don't care. Ego, I'm a 56-year-old grandmother. Keep doing you. Shout out to you. 5'6". What else y'all want to talk about? Why do you have the monkeys? That's all I want to know. Why? I don't understand the Caesar. You remember when the monkeys would disobey? Caesar. That's what I need to know. I ain't even seen the new Planet of the Apes with Woody Harrelson. Anybody y'all seen that? What y'all want to talk about? Canelo Triple G? I was born ready. Y'all want more? You want some more Conor McGregor work with that brain? Y'all let me know. The fans run the channel, so y'all let me know. I dropped a flex bomb, dropped a bomb on that. Yiddy. Y'all want more than brain? I mean, I don't know what else y'all want me to say about the Conor McGregor. Like I said, I don't think Conor's like permanently disabled or nothing crazy. That's people are taking this out of context, right? The bottom line is the doctor, in his professional opinion, he felt that Conor McGregor, it was a rightful stoppage, and he cited the reason why. So I would just entrust somebody who's been there and done that more so than somebody who's just on YouTube with no profile picture. $10 super chat. We doing, y'all doing this, y'all feel like paying today. We doing a $10 super chat. Askia Hussein. Ooh, Erickson, the Hammer Lubin versus Charlo prediction. You know what? Shout out to Premier Boxing Champ, Showtime, Steven Espinoza. Thank you, Al Heyman. That's just a great fight. if I don't know for a fact, but I would say I would pick Charlo, and I can explain why I'm picking Charlo. But before I get into that, yeah, I would love to go to Canelo's gym for an interview. But before I get into it, let's triple header, Showtime. Erislandy Lara versus undefeated Terrell Gusha, October 14th, which is a Saturday, right? This is the fight in question. We'll get to that. Jared Swift-Hurd versus Austin Trout. That's also on the card. And this is the fight you asked me about. Jermell Charlo versus Erickson the Hammer Lubin. Two undefeated guys. This is their records. Jermell Charlo has a record of 29-0, 14 knockouts. Erickson Lubin, 18-0, 13 knockouts. Boom. Great stuff. I'm looking forward to that. It's a very good fight. And it's a meaningful 154-pound campaign. So I'm really happy with that. And I know someone threw me off with a Family Matters. Someone said Erickson Lubin looks like Eddie Winslow. That threw me off. I'm sorry. It's a rare condition this day and age. You're reading the good news on a newspaper page. Love and condition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. All right. I'm gonna get to Lubin. Hallam Future $5 super chat. The fuck is Oscar doing? He barely promoting the fight. Shaking my head. We're gonna get to that. Let me talk about Erickson Lubin. The reason I picked Charlo is experience. I think he has a better resume, clearly. Lubin looks like a threat. He's a southpaw. He has power. He looks motivated. But experience matters, because you look at his brother, Jermall Charlo versus Julian J. Rock Williams. At that point, Jermall had the better resume and more pro experience. He had knocked out Cornelius K9 Bundridge, who was a champion who really dethroned Carlos Molina. It's hard to look good against Carlos Molina, and K9 Bundridge tore him out the frame. I think this was after he had that little To Catch a Predator child molestation stuff in the back, so maybe he wasn't trained the same, or his brain wasn't the same. But by and large, it's hard to look good against Carlos Molina. Erislandy Lara didn't look particularly great, and neither did James Kirkland, and he won kind of off of a fluke. But Jermall Charlo beat J. Rock Williams. Experience, I think, played a big part, because, you know what I mean, Jermall was more experienced, and I think that's the same situation here with Jermell. John Jackson was winning the fight. I was there. I covered it live. He was winning, and Charlo hooked him, got him out of there. What else? Oh yeah, I was at his last fight with Hatley. Bad blood. There was a lot online. Texas rivalry, Dallas, Houston shit. Prayers to Houston too, since I brought it up. Prayers to Houston. I hope they can rebuild. I seen the thing that it said there's $108 billion worth of damage, which is insane. So I want them to bounce back strongly, like true champions do. But to me, Charlo has the better resume, just overall better. And John Jackson, he fought Vanes Matarosen, Gabe Rosado. You know what I mean? He's fought the better competition than Erickson Lubin, so I would rock with that. $5 super chat from Bossman510. I took my main profile pics down and made my videos private about a year ago because a lot of deployments. I just picked the gorilla just cause. Oh yeah, man, you don't have to explain now. It's all good. We already on to back to regular boxing talk. You just said you had 1 million, so I checked. I wanted to see. I want to see for myself. I don't just go off of what people say. Back to the other super chat. I think it was from Halim. He said, "What's up with Oscar and the promotion?" I mean, good question. We're 3 weeks out from Canelo Golovkin, and I feel like it doesn't have the same steam that Mayweather McGregor, which was the not real boxing fight. It doesn't have the same steam that even that fight had. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they amp it. I mean, I still haven't even watched the 24/7. That's me, but I'm pretty busy. So that's just my opinion. Great year for boxing, terrible year for MMA. I agree. MMA hasn't had really. Conor lost. Ronda Rousey lost in December. I think it was December 31st. So I can include that kind of in the fiscal year. And then she just got married. John Jones tested positive. Khabib Nurmagomedov, Tony Ferguson was supposed to be a great fight, canceled. Amanda Nunes got dehydrated or whatever. Her fight got canceled. Yeah, UFC Dana White's been focusing his energy on Mayweather McGregor. Now he has to kind of get back to the UFC shit. So, yeah, I don't think it's been a great year for UFC. Yeah, Canelo Triple G. It's a good fight. It's a big fight. Yeah, I still haven't watched it, the 24/7 either. Oscar Valdez versus Vasyl Lomachenko. I would go with Loma. He already beat him in the amateurs, and just experience. He has a lot of experience, not just in the pros, but even as a pro, I think Lomachenko in fewer fights has more. Well, actually, I don't even know how many fights Oscar Valdez has, but Lomachenko in very few fights, I would say, has a better resume than Oscar Valdez. No, I'm not saying Amanda Nunes pulled out of the fight again. I'm saying the first time. I'm just saying in general. I'm just thinking about all the things that have happened, all the hiccups with the UFC. And then Conor, their biggest star, got knocked out, and they're saying he had brain trauma. Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter. It's not really high on my list. Mikey's not that. I mean, Sean Porter's not that tall, but Sean Porter's more proven at welterweight. There's a ton of Mikey Garcia fights that I really want to see. Ego, what movie does that come from? Ha! You lose, American asshole. It's from Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Bad. They were doing that thing with the coin in his hand, and he had to grab it, and he was like, ha! Dana White's making a lot of excuses. What did he say? I didn't hear anything. Bloodsport is an all-time classic. Ha! You lose, American asshole. Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson. That's very solid, very solid. Man, these young bucks don't know. They don't know, man. See, another thing that's kind of weird too is like, I don't feel like the Chocolatito, that's a very good card, that Superfly card. I don't think I really heard much promotion. I can't think of it. I mean, I know it's a good card and I want to see it, but I'm saying Chocolatito Superfly, what have you guys heard about it? Like promotion wise, have you seen Roman Chocolatito interview or training montage or anything? In Nui? I haven't really heard nothing. Spence said Lamont Peterson gave him good work in the M's. Yeah. The only difference is things change, you know what I mean? Errol Spence could come into, you know, as he get older, come into his man strength. I don't know what shape they were both in when they sparred before. Lamont Peterson got stopped by Matisse. Errol Spence is now a champion, so his confidence should be up there. So, things change. Chocolatito, it's busy with Mr. Ferrero's new deal. What is that? I don't know what deal it is. I didn't see ESPN's new pound-for-pound rankings. Who's the top 5? HBO Boxing probably has 2 more years on life support. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, at this pace, with Showtime's doing how they're like not putting all their best shit on pay-per-view. Do you understand? To my knowledge, you guys can, like I said, fact checks. Correct me if I'm wrong. Showtime, I think, only had 1 pay-per-view this year, and it was Mayweather McGregor, which obviously had to be on pay-per-view because they're saying it did 6.5 million or whatever it did. You know what I'm saying? So that made sense. But all these other Kell Brook versus what's the name? Kell Brook versus Errol Spence Jr. This 154-pound triple header, that's on regular Showtime. Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton, Badu, Jack James DeGale, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Liam Walsh in his other fight with Jose Pedraza, Broner Garcia. These are all on regular Showtime. even the Anthony Joshua Klitschko in real time. It came on Showtime, even though HBO got the replay. Yeah, so Showtime's only pay-per-view. Broner's fought twice on Showtime. He fought Adrian Granados, because I was at both of them. He fought Adrian Granados on pay-per-view. On regular Showtime, and then he fought Mikey on regular Showtime. Not to mention Clarissa Shields and some of the other smaller cards with some solid names and stuff. So, but HBO, how many pay-per-views they had? Canelo versus Chavez, Canelo versus Triple G will be one. Triple G versus Jacobs, Ward versus Kovalev 2. Oh, I got a super chat. Hold on. We got another super chat. Shout out to Askia Hussein. Donated $20. Wow, $20. Errol Spence is the best active 147-pounder to me, but lacks star power. The fight must be worth the payday. With that said, do you think Zab Judah would be willing to get in there with him and lend him some star power? Nah, I personally don't see Zab. I just ran into Zab when I was at the Mayweather-McGregor fight week. But I don't see Zab. I don't think he's been active enough to let's see. Again, we don't just talk about it, we bring it up. So I can't tell you when Zab fought last off the top of my head, because I know he had some fights and I think some of them may have gotten canceled. So, oh wow, they slamming. I just typed in Zab and look, they slamming him. Former boxing champion Zab Judah jailed for being a deadbeat dad. The New York Daily News. Damn. And he from New York. Damn, New York ain't holding him down with that. That's fucked up. Jail for being a deadbeat dad. I heard something about that, but damn. The way they said it like that. Hold on. Details on Zab Judah being sent to jail for owing massive amount of child support. Yeah, so Zab Judah handed 3-month jail sentence over back child support. Former 4-time. Wow, they going in on Zab. But back to what I was initially doing. We don't just talk about it. We show you 43-9, and he last fought. Oh, he fought in October. Oh, what? Hold on. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm thinking that's October. He fought in March, I guess. Or I don't know. What am I tripping? Oh, he has a scheduled fight in October. Yeah. I guess. So he last fought in January. And then before that was 2013. Wow, yeah. So I wouldn't pick him to be fighting Errol Spence anytime soon. I don't even know if he has a promoter. I don't know all the details like that type of stuff. We got another super chat. Reality Fallacy. Shout out to them. Reality Fallacy. $20 super chat. Another super chat. Really appreciate that. Wow. Prediction. Floyd says for sure he won't fight. But hypothetically, I think if Triple G knocks out Canelo, Floyd will take Triple G if and only if he knocks Canelo out cold. 2, talks trash to Floyd. 3, belts his purse for pay-per-view. I don't see that at all. Me personally, like, respect to your opinion, but I don't see Floyd. I think he's really done. You know what I mean? I don't know. Floyd is Floyd, but like, it just doesn't seem logical. Because like, if Triple G knocks out Canelo at 160, where's he gonna fight Floyd? He gonna fight him at 160? Floyd's not gonna move. At age 40, I don't see Floyd moving up to fight Golovkin at 160, which means it would have to be a catchweight, and Floyd just weighed 148, 148.9 or whatever, versus Conor, who came in at 153. So imagine, even if he fought at 154, he's not that big. You know what I'm saying? So actually, I think Floyd could probably even beat Triple G at 154, because I don't think it would be the. I don't know how Triple G would look. I think he would be kind of sucked up trying to make 150. He looks pretty big right now. He looks kind of soft to me. So I don't think he makes 154 comfortable. So either way, it would lead excuses. Oh, Floyd beat him because it'd be like Pacquiao. I mean, Pacquiao beat De La Hoya because of the weight, or Cotto had to come down. So I don't see that happening personally. Floyd versus Cotton. I know you meant Cotto. See, the iPhone be messing up. Floyd Cotto too. I don't care to see that really. Cotto couldn't stop Kamagai, who's mindless, come forward, tough guy. I don't know. I think he when he was with Pedro Diaz, he held a great account of himself, made for a fun fight, pushed Floyd, and he still didn't get the job done. So Cotto, after being off for 2 years and losing to Canelo and going the distance with Kamagai, I don't really see him beating Floyd. I don't really care to see that personally. Do the super chat shmoney dance. Jesse Pang, another one, $20. Wow. Canelo's power. He doesn't KO, knock down his big name opponents like Lara, Mayweather, Cotto, but the smaller guys he does KO like Khan, Kirkland, Badsham, look like they were dead. Overrated, underrated comparison to Triple G. It's a little bit tricky for me. That's a very solid question. Let me drink some water. That's a very good question. I think, put it this way. I think Canelo has power for sure. You're not walking through Canelo's power. Like, and if you try to, then that's when he's going to do his best work. If you just keep coming straight forward, straight line, it's not going to be good for you. And whether he knocks you out cold or just lumps you up, your face is going to probably show, because he has fast hands, so your face is going to show wear and tear. You know what I mean? Like Angulo or somebody, if you just coming straight forward, it's not going to be good for you. I think he's strong enough. I think he's physically strong. He has respectable power. Triple G has more power per capita, but this is a sweet science. That doesn't really matter, because I think Kovalev clearly has more one-punch power than Andre Ward. You can look at his fights and his resume, but who got stopped in the last fight? You know what I mean? Ward took his time, used some lateral movement, fought in the pocket, wore Kovalev down, and it didn't matter whose power. When you start getting your power depleted in those later rounds, it don't matter if you had, like, let's say Golovkin's power is a 9. If you start taking vicious body shots, it's not going to be a 9 level ranked power in round 9. If you have no defense and you're not taking no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not taking some steam off of Canelo's snappy shots. So Canelo's tricky, because you look at, people bring up, oh, he didn't stop Edeslandi Lara and he didn't stop Mayweather. That's because of how they fight. Styles make fights, to be honest. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lara especially became increasingly evasive. Floyd, to his credit, being a smaller person and just having a savage ring IQ. Shmoney dance. Oh, okay. $2 super chat. Do the shmoney dance. You think footwork and Canelo Triple G will be a factor? I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna finish this first. I know we just rocking, man. We need to be at 250 likes too, but we just vibing out with this particular live stream. But make sure you guys hit the like button. I feel like I've been over an hour live streaming. I feel like we should be at probably be at least 250, 275 by now. So please hit the like button. If you're enjoying just like I said, good old-fashioned boxing talk. I gotta cue this up. Hold on 1 second, guys, and I'm gonna finish these thoughts about Canelo's power. So Canelo power, like I said, is kind of tricky because it depends on who you are and how you analyze boxing, how you look at it. Again, I think he has. Kevin Jones, do the shmoney dance, $2 super chat, showing support from South Carolina. Shout out to South Carolina. Really appreciate that. Like I said, me personally, I think Canelo's power is not walk-through power. I feel like if you try to walk him down and just walk through his power with no like reckless abandon, then that's not going to be good. And even if you're tough and you have a chin and stuff, your face is going to start to get broke up because he has fast hands, and that's just leather hitting leather. Amir Khan, if you look, I don't think, this is my opinion, I don't think Amir Khan at 140 hits as hard as Canelo hits at 154 to 160, right? But Amir Khan would bust your face up just from speed alone. You know what I mean? And he has good pop. You know what I mean? Decent power. But I don't think it's like Canelo, the way Canelo turns his punches. But watch the Paulie Malignaggi fight. Watch Danny Garcia in those first 2 rounds. Amir Khan was busting their faces up. That's just that bow, 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 that fast leather hitting you. You know what I mean? So it's going to rip up your face and all that. That's just my opinion. So I think Canelo has good power. But you look at Erislandy Lara, the style of which she was fighting, especially when Canelo was like, yeah, and like dig into the body and all that, Lara became very evasive. And I had Lara winning by 1 or 2 rounds. Very tight fight, very close fight. But that's just my opinion. I had Lara winning by a small margin, 117 to 111. Levi Martinez card with some bullshit. But can you only super chat on desktop YouTube? I don't think they have an update for if you have an iPhone. So I don't think you have the $sign if you have an iPhone. So if you have an Android, you should be able to do it from the phone. If not, you have to probably go to PayPal on the desktop or whatever. You can do it on the iPhone. Well, there's a misconception. Like, people say you can't do it on the iPhone, and then some people say you can. I haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, Canelo, I think he has respectable power. You're not gonna just like walk into it. Yeah, somebody said how can you support and do the super chat on the regular iPhone? If you guys can leave an instruction, that would help everybody. But that's my thing. But Mayweather, he's elusive and he has a crazy defense. A lot of became evasive when Canelo started digging to his body. So him not stopping them, that's not really that unheard of to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think you can hold that against him. And then I told you for Cotto, I don't know what it is, but in my honest opinion, I really think he kind of carried Cotto, and out of respect for him, he didn't like try to. Either he was respecting Cotto as a legend and he didn't want to do that, which I don't know if I believe that per se, or he just respected him so much as just a Hall of Famer, and it was a big fight for him, so he didn't want to make any mistakes. He didn't want to, you know what I mean? He didn't want to like get hit with something big. Cotto's brother hurt Canelo, so you know what I mean, you got to be respectful. But I think if Canelo and Cotto were to rematch in December like Freddie Roach is claiming that he wants, I see Canelo probably stopping him. This is my opinion. Askia Hussein, another $5 super chat. Shmoney Dance. Amir Khan versus Crawford at 147. Very good fight. I'm picking Crawford. I think Crawford has the frame, and his power will transition well, because he also has technique. You know what I'm saying? And technique helps. So I would pick him. They both have good speed. Obviously, Khan has faster hands. Other thing is, you look at where Khan's at in his career right now, coming off of 2 injuries, 2 surgeries, bad knockout loss to Canelo, and a year-plus layoff. Crawford just became undisputed and fought in December, then fought Felix Diaz in May or something, and then he just fought against, this is off the top of my head, and he just fought against Julius Ndongo. I went to that fight. So I just think I don't know, I just personally think he's been more active, he's fresher, stuff like that, never been stopped. Back to AJ's super chat question. You think footwork in Canelo Triple G will be a factor? Whose footwork? Triple G can hunt you down, cut off the ring very well. So Canelo's gonna have to know his way around the ring. Canelo has slow feet, but he has good upper body movement. So I don't know. I don't know how much footwork is gonna be the main factor. I think it's gonna be shots to the head and shots to the body and game planning in other ways. But it's definitely a good fight. I'm telling you, man, Triple G body don't look like, if you think, okay, eating a granola bar, just hear me out. When I talk boxing, I try to make sense. Paulie Malignaggi and others were questioning Mayweather. Why are you doing Jimmy Kimmel? Are you taking this fight serious? At the weigh-in, Mayweather looked diesel. right? I know, man, I know so much that I don't even tell you guys. Mayweather, he was like, oh, I'm at the girl collection and all that, which he was. He really went to the girl collection. But there's a flip side to that, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to reveal sources and all that, but the flip side is this. Yeah, you may have went to the girl collection, but you don't drink. And what about how after you went to the girl collection, you would go train at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like he's not training or whatever, but Mayweather's not stupid. You don't remain undefeated for 20 years if you don't really have hunger and you're not self-motivated. Straight up. Because there's guys who come into pro who are hungry as fuck, like Antoine Douglas or whoever, and immediately take losses. They take quick losses. So Mayweather was trained. He's in dumbass shape. He was in very good shape. So that's just my opinion on the whole thing. I don't think Mayweather was under training. But then I look at Golovkin, and for the biggest fight of your career, you don't seem to be in the best shape that I've ever seen you in. That's just my honest opinion. So that's, to me, that's a little bit weird. It's like, why, unless it's a game plan thing, like they just want to come in heavy. That's the only thing I can think of. But it seems like for the biggest fight that you've been calling for a year, it seems like you'd be in the most massive shape ever. But here, it's not just about telling y'all. I'm gonna show you. And this is the great thing about YouTube in this series. So this was Triple G before the Jacobs fight. And this was weeks before, if I'm not mistaken. Ego Weight Watchers. Triple G swole for Daniel Jacobs. See, I call it fair, and I call it down the middle. So that was a tough fight, big challenge, and look at how Triple G was looking. You know what I'm saying? You guys, 6 months ago, you guys could click on any of these videos. I mean, what y'all think?
Guy who's taller than him, but that's why we're watching this fight with.
To me, he look. I'm like, okay, damn.
Very good fight, and
he just looks overall big and strong or whatever.
Solidifies the number.
I'm trying to find it, and then this is him now. This is at the media workout. This was him starting the. Hold on, we'll get to that. But this was him starting the camp. This was him starting the camp. I mean, now, this is for the Dominique Wade. I mean, you guys tell me. You guys say I'm a hater. This is the video. Triple G, Golovkin, insanely ripped, muscular for Dominique Wade clash. Ego Weight Watchers. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was 1 year ago. 41,000 views. I've been doing this. So when I'm telling you, I'm not saying I'm perfect or I'm always right, but I mean, look at this dude. This was a year ago. And then this is how he started camp. You know what I'm saying? And everyone, oh, you're hating. You hate Triple G. I'm just going off of what I've seen. And like I said, that's not the ultimate. That's not the only indicator of a fight. Look at dude. Look. This is for Dominique Wade. What y'all think? Like, this is weeks out before Dominique Wade. But y'all say I'm hating. It just doesn't, like, this is the fight he said he wants. But, I mean, maybe, look. That looks like the Dominique Wade picture I just showed you. Just a bad recent phone hater. What does that even mean? Recent phone. Triple G looks a bit soft at vintage shootout. I mean, you guys tell me. Look at that. That's at the vintage. They did that little promo thing. That's a current one where it looks like I was like, okay, he's coming down. So it is what it is. Like I said, the weight's not the only factor in the fight. He just has to make weight, and then if he's strong, whatever. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, Triple G's been in better shape weeks out before a fight. Hey, it's funny too. Shout out to Conor McGregor. Maybe he watches Ego watch it. But he did this interview. He said the same thing. He said Triple G started camp, he was out of shape. But when I say it, I just hate everybody and all this extra shit. But whatever. Comes with the territory. Can we get to 275 with the likes? I missed the super chat. Jesse Payne, $10 super chat. Thank you. He said last super chat, LOL. Thank you, I appreciate it. Great insight so far. Crawford looks pound for pound to me. Definitely. He cleared out 140. Looks like he'll be moving to 47 soon. How do you think he matches up with the top dogs, Thurman and Spence? Thank you for the super chats. You held it down this session. Bottom line, I think Errol Spence is his toughest fight because of the rugged pressure, southpaw. Keith Thurman's a tough fight too, but to me, I think Errol Spence is the man to beat at welterweight. I think stylistically, Crawford would fight Keith Thurman a certain way. I think Errol Spence could be a war. But he matches up well. Skills pay the bills. He matches well with anybody at 147. I'm not saying he 100% beats him, but it's also Floyd Mayweather shit. Not saying they fight like each other, but just in the sense of if you're a complete fighter, your skills can always take you to new heights. I mean, within reason. I'm not saying Crawford could fight at heavyweight. I've seen him live several times, 4 or 5 times. He's the man. Mixes up, knows what to do to get you out of there. And people always rag on Crawford's resume and shit like that, but I think it's actually pretty interesting per who he's had a fight. Because at 35, he could have stayed down there, but he already beat Ricky Burns or Ray Beltran, so there wasn't really no one in. So he moved up, knocked out Thomas Delorme. Like, Thomas Delorme already had a loss to Luis Carlos Abrego, but that's when Delorme was fighting at 47, so he had moved up. No 140-pounder had stopped Delorme. But skills pay the bills. That's basically what it goes down to. We almost got to 300. I'm probably gonna get off. I need to get something to eat. Check my mail. A lot of good fights though. Chocolatito's fights this week. Abrego was tough, and a lot of those guys from Argentina are powerful, awkward. Ego, do you think all this inactivity due to injuries is going to eventually catch up to Thurman? I'm not sure at this juncture if he beats Spence. I mean, injury or not, I was picking Spence to beat Thurman based on styles. Body shots, body shots, body shots, body shots. That's one of the major factors for me. I'm not shitting on Keith Thurman. He's a terrific fighter. In fact, he has 2 belts at welterweight. No one else has that. But I just have always felt like Errol Spence would beat him style-wise. In all honesty, since I keep it a buck with you guys, I think Kell Brook was the harder fight for Errol Spence. Because one, it had to happen in the UK for the maximum amount of money. So you got to travel, jet lag, go against this crowd, all that shit. And Kell Brook technically, and he's big. Keith Thurman's pretty big too. I don't know how Errol Spence would look next to him because I've never seen him next to each other. But Kell Brook was a similar package, but he's like very fundamental. He's probably slicker, more technical, good jab. I mean, he was in there with Golovkin going rounds. Another welterweight would get slept a whole lot sooner. Like, let's say Golovkin fought Ruslan Provodnikov at 40. Like, you know what I mean? Ruslan went from 147 to Golovkin at 160. It wouldn't have went no 5 rounds to me. And Ruslan's tough as fuck. But it's just because Ruslan's too come forward, and he's going forward against someone who's 2 divisions. So you got to give, even in defeat, I give Kell Brook credit for challenging himself. Just like, you know what I mean? Even like Conor McGregor challenging himself. But some guys, like, I mean, I can't even picture Danny Garcia. I fuck with Danny Garcia. I like Danny Garcia. I can't picture him moving up to 160 and lasting 5 rounds with Triple G. Because I don't know. I'd have to see that. But that, so you know what I mean? There's not that many guys at welterweight that could have did that and even lasted 5 rounds. That's just my opinion. So I think Kell Brook is a harder fight for Errol Spence, and he already passed that test. Not saying Keith Thurman is some easy work or anything like that, but I think styles make fights. You know what I mean? Styles make fights. And the style in which Keith Thurman fight, he jumps in. You know what I mean? Kind of like Pacquiao. He clearly has power, but Kell Brook was jumping in too. I don't know. I just think Kell Brook's more slick and awkward. His rhythm is different. Just here talking boxing. Appreciate that. Y'all got any more questions about Conor McGregor and this brain trauma? Yeah, I'm not really tripping off Margarito fighting because 1, I think he cheated, and then 2, he's fighting Carson Jones, who Kell Brook had a tough fight with and then knocked out at welterweight. So whatever fight weight they're happening at, I'm pretty sure it's over welterweight. So I don't really care about that. Can we get to 300 likes before I get off of here? We're at 286. If you're in the stream, which there's almost 200 people in the stream, hit the like button. Let's push us over 300. If you like the streams, you want to see them keep coming, just hit the like button. Takes a few seconds. It costs you nothing. And we working. If you liked it already, thank you. Shout out to you. Yeah, Vernon Forrest had trouble with Mayorga, and he beat Shane Mosley, and Shane absolutely couldn't beat him. Styles make fights. See, or here's another example. That's a great one. This is why triangle theories don't work. Tim Bradley beat Juan Manuel Marquez, and I thought he beat him convincingly, but he lost all 3 fights to Pacquiao in my book. I mean, I know they gave him the first fight, but I thought he lost to Pacquiao in the first fight. I don't think Pacquiao looked particularly good, but I thought him fighting in spots and the flurries, he did the more damage, and you know what I mean, he's active. But anyway, Bradley couldn't beat Pacquiao, but he beat Marquez, and Pacquiao struggles with Marquez and ultimately got knocked out by Marquez. So these triangle theories really don't work. Just because you beat one dude doesn't mean you beat the next, vice versa. You know what I mean? Styles make fights, different training camps, different years, different trainers in some situations. I think Demetrius Andrade actually has a fight. It's not a bit against a big name though. I mean, you have to look at it. I don't know if Al Heyman ever wanted Demetrius Andrade, but it seemed like that would have been a dope fit for him. You know what I mean? Like, it seemed like Al Heyman would have been where he needed to be, because you look at it, I just told you, the Premier Boxing Champs, they're doing a 154-pound, basically like a tournament all on one fight card. Well, I'm about to get out of here, so before I get out of here, like you guys know, we do at the beginning, when I say roll call, you just bang and let me know where you're from. So do the Boxingego roll call. Let me know where you were from. I want to hear cities. I want to hear states. We working. I'm signing out from the Bay Area. Do the roll call. The DMV up in here. Chirac. Shout out to Chicago. Sonora, Mexico. Los Angeles. The SIP. I don't know where the SIP is. Miami, Vancouver, Canada, Texas, New York, Fort Worth, Rochester, Oakland, Brooklyn, USA, Hoover, Cut. Wow, you banging. You really banging. Okinawa, Japan, England, South Bend, Indiana, Beaumont, Texas, Trigger Happy, Texas, Bay Area, Mississippi, Waterford, California, Monterey Park. I love Monterey. South Side, the Best Side, Hartford, South Carolina, Gainesville, Florida, Brooklyn, Buffalo. Somebody said I'm in jail. You shouldn't be watching boxing. You better be in the yard. Sweden. Shout out to Badu Jack, my dude from Sweden. Keeps proving people wrong. Boston. Pasadena. Where y'all at? East Atlanta, Las Vegas. I met you in Vegas. I remember you. I met you at the Box Fan Expo. See? Ego always tries to engage with the fans. Shout out to D. Bevel. Sonora, Mexico, Austin, Texas. Once again, prayers to the people in Houston. Hopefully they can rebuild. I was on JJ Watt. He's a Houston Texan player. I was on his page. I did donate. I donated some money to the cause. Listen, this is what we do. Real Boxing Family. Santa Rosa 707. I see you. I donated. This is his page. Justin James 99. He's doing an update. It's through Young Caring. You just go to Justin James 99. If you have anything to give, help them reach their goals so the state of Texas and Houston can rebuild. And that's what it is. Boxing Family holds down the rest of the Boxing Family. Click on the link in the bio. You Caring, Houston, Texas. They're at 16 million, almost 17 million, and their goal is 20. So if you have anything, $1, $20, it's to the Houston Flood Relief Fund. A lot of people have questions like how the money's being allocated, but I donated my money here. You know what I'm saying? So everything looks legit. I heard the gas prices in Texas are crazy now, but if you have anything, even if you don't have anything, maybe you could share it on Twitter, on Facebook. Help the good people of Texas, because we got to get some boxing back in Texas. And that's it. That's what we do as boxing fans. We help each other. We don't always agree, but we try to help each other. We try to uplift. Shout out to Cleveland, the land. I fuck with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Little bootin' guys got him, hitting him in seven. And I'm out. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. One love. Greenland, I see you.